apologize because I have a problem with my voice. I hope it will be better possible. And my English is a bit rusty. I've been talking so much recently, so you will excuse me. So first I will maybe talk about the history of this project, which is not totally original. It happens in other cities. You must know that these electric boxes, they generate all electricity in the city. So they need to be outside on the streets because workers need to go inside. And some of the big ones, some are bigger, like this one. They generate also the internet. For every time some people is in an apartment, they need to plug what they call the optic fiber, just like an air, and they need to open it. So that's why there are so many of these boxes. But there are also 3 different types of boxes. One is for mostly electricity and asset of the internet, and Swisscom has also boxes, and they are also for a service which is about the, I don't know the name in English, when you have to stop with the car, the spot, the lights. Traffic lights. Traffic lights. So we work mainly for the service industriel, so electric, classic electricity. The other one, they prefer to wash it when they are tagged. In fact, we began this work because the municipal, Mr. Pilou, with whom I wrote the book. So it was about 15 years ago. All these boxes, many of them were tagged. Tagged just names, quick tags, and it was always coming back and back. So they decided to do something else. So we can say we are kind of official washer, because we don't wash, but normally when you do things like that, an illustration, you have, I would say, 90% of respect. The taggers won't come over you. There is an old rule that says, if you don't do better, do nothing. So, of course, when you are in a highway, when it's illegal, when you're afraid of the police, you're stressed, you can't do better than people who, like we do with my apprentice or alone. We have time, it's not right, so it's concurrence. So now, you have different type of interventions. Some I do with my pupils, the COFOP, which is a professional school, a vocational school, which is in Lausanne, in Vennes, near the aquarium. You know, it's on the road to Bern, just outside Lausanne, north of Lausanne. And these young teenagers, they spend 1 year in our school because they didn't find an apprentice. So it means that they have some difficulties, mostly for mathematics and French. And so they stay with us for 1 year, and they do different workshops, and also they have, of course, French and mathematics. And the idea during this year, we have to check where they are good, so we can direct them for a special job. And of course, they have to test the jobs, doing stages and so on. Mostly they go into services work, also in the bâtiment, comme on dit, building, different cooking and so on, hairdressing, different types of jobs. And work there at 50%, so I try to encourage these young boys and girls to make projects. So that is, I would say, the most difficult part of the job, because it's not an art school, and mostly when I say to them, I try to find the ideas. I have them. The most ideas is cannabis, Rastafari, mushrooms, and they're also fan of brands. So they always say, I want to do the Nike logo and things like that. So well, it's a good opportunity to talk to them about image rights and so on. So we go slowly, and finally we can find some ideas, because I have almost 50 teenagers, and they come two times a week, and they are in small groups, because the place where we are small workshops, and I have usually six of them. And when we do electric boxes, usually we are 4. It's enough, because when we stay outside in the city, sometimes if only 2 are working, 2 others can be a bit excited. Sometimes it's difficult to manage. And at the beginning, when we began this work, we had police controls also, because they didn't know we were authorized. So the young were quite happy to see the police arrive, checking authorization. And maybe here you can see some differences. These 2 boxes I made myself, so maybe it's a bit more professional, more precise. This is also a graffiti artist who made, and the 3 other one we made with the pupils the types of the cover. Alors the way to work is to do stencil. They cut like our master Baxi uses also stencils, and so it's easier to do a job with stencil, because if you go direct with the spray, it's very complicated. Even me, I'm doing okay, but I can't concurrence with some graffiti artists who have better technique. So the cough up, I've been there for 25 years now, so it's quite a time, and we have done many boxes, more than 250, I think, is that. And some, there are another 100 of boxes which are made by independent artists, graffiti artists, and so on. So, well, we have done quite a job. But if you see this kind of box, there are new ones, and they are a bit smaller. So they change these boxes quite, not very often, but so sometimes they move the box, they find another place, or they just change this. So sometimes what we can do, we can paint again the same box, because there's a change. And as we have a small budget, because the city of Lausanne, the service industriel, they give us just 200 francs to do one box, so it's mainly to pay for the painting, so the rest goes to the school. But when we do it as independent, we ask more money, of course, because it's a job. Sometimes we have to give some project so they can validate the project. So that's the way it is. And I'm going to take my note. Maybe after we are going to show you 2 videos. So you can see a bit how the work is done. It was videos were done once by the local TV broadcast, and the other one by the RTS for an emission called Couleur Locale, which passes before the news at 7 o'clock, something like that, 7:30. And sometimes when we work outside with the young people, of course we are on the street. We have many people passing by, and so they ask us what we're doing. And once we had a guy who lived just near one of the boxes and asked us to do the portrait of his dog. So we had a project, and when he arrived, we were beginning this project. But this guy was very sympathetic, and we said, well, these boxes, in a sort of way, they belong to everybody. So finally we said, okay, we're going to do that. And we changed the project, and we did, let me show you. And another couple also, they lived in the north of Lausanne, near Lausanne. They lived in a place called le Chemin du Renard, the fox. So they wanted also a renard on the box. So sometimes we are okay to do people ask. So maybe we can go for one of the video.
Yeah.
The teenager we have, ces jeunes là, they cannot go in a high school like legal because they don't have the note sufficient notes. My grades. Thank you. And but sometimes there are some they can enter these two schools. One in Lausanne, the other one in Lausanne, CEPV. And but not too many, I would say. J'en ai eu peut-être pendant 25 ans, je pense une vingtaine qui se sont présentés, et puis la moitié qui ont été pris, quoi. Ça fait pas beaucoup, Après, il y a des gens qui pourraient dire que je vais leur apprendre le spray, puis du coup ils vont devenir des taggeurs délinquants. Mais non, je leur explique bien qu'il faut éviter l'illégal. Voilà. Et puis c'est sûr qu'en une année, ça passe vite. Okay, we can see the other one.
Graffées en toute impunité les armoires électriques de Lausanne.
Vous mettez du scotch de façon à ce qu'il y ait un petit rectangle qui reste.
Encadrés par leur prof d'art visuel, Joël, Gabriel et Florian aident André à réaliser son projet.
J'ai voulu faire un hipster vert, comme je vous montre. J'ai un peu plus de peine à dessiner, alors j'ai de la chance, mon prof il m'a aidé, les petits détails. Moi déjà en dessin j'étais pas très bon à l'école, et ça m'a permis de gagner un peu plus de connaissances dans le dessin, ça m'a permis beaucoup de choses.
Les jeunes du COFOP, le Centre d'orientation et de formation professionnelle, ont pour mission de peindre une vingtaine de boîtes par année.
J'aime beaucoup sortir de l'atelier déjà et puis faire un travail concret, parce que sinon dans les cours d'art visuel on fait essentiellement du dessin, du cartonnage, et puis là c'est une vraie commande pour la ville.
Les services industriels payent 200 francs l'armoire, car ils ont un intérêt direct. Évitez ça. Une fois peintes, les boîtes sont rarement taguées, et pour ces jeunes en pré-apprentissage, c'est très valorisant.
Ça me fait plaisir, beaucoup de gens vont passer devant, beaucoup de gens vont les voir, même s'ils ne seront pas forcément
This girl, she became a graphist.
Ça, je suis contente, parce que dans les voix, j'ai pu faire quelque chose qui va bien se voir, qui va pas rester dans ma chambre, dans son coin.
Les thèmes sont libres, ou presque. Cette œuvre a dû être corrigée. La ville n'a pas trop aimé la parodie de panneaux de circulation.
On a un petit peu transformé, donc les signaux, les flèches ont été coupées, il y a d'autres couleurs qui sont apparues, mais c'est clair que le concept tombe un petit peu, mais voilà.
Si Pascal Jaquet travaille en toute légalité aujourd'hui, ça n'a pas toujours été le cas. Il a été l'un des premiers à sprayer les murs de Lausanne.
Quand j'avais 7 ans, ce qui est l'âge de mes élèves, donc ça remonte à beaucoup d'années maintenant, et on était très peu à Lausanne à l'époque, il faut savoir que c'était fin des années 70, tout début 80. Vers 3-4 heures du mat la semaine, c'était très calme, les rues de Lausanne, et donc aucun problème pour s'exprimer.
En 1983, le quotidien La Suisse consacre même une pleine page au mystérieux sprayeur lausannois. Aujourd'hui, il encourage les jeunes à graffer légalement. 120 des 1000 boîtes de la ville ont déjà été relookées.
Enfin, pour terminer ce journal, offrons-nous.
So yeah, when I was young, I was a bit more excited than now. We were very few at this time. The movement came from the States, of course, and we were impressed by that. And I was with a friend, we did some graffitis in Lausanne. Some of them stayed a few years, but mainly they were quickly erased. And, we had also a famous sprayer in Zurich, called Sprayeur de Zurich. Famously named. He was an artist, and he's still alive. He's an old man now. But he did some very good work, and I was inspired by this man. So now I want to talk to you about the project, the final project, which is this little book we did end of last year. Was edited by edition of Lausanne called Antipode, and we decided with Jean-Yves Pidou, who used to be now he's retired, the municipal of the energy Lausanne. And so in this book you have of course many pictures, and then you have also 3 ballads, 3 rides. So you can, 2 of them, they start near the school, near the aquarium, near the school of the couple. And then you go slowly down to towards the city. One goes from Venn, which is in the north now, where the school is, and goes slowly down till the station. And another one starts on the same place. So the idea is to take the subway, the N2, to Venn, the station, so the before last station, and then you walk down. And the second ride goes a bit to the west, goes to Sapin, where there is the tower, and then you go down. And it finishes at Montbenon, Esplanade de Montbenon, near where they used to have the Cinematheque and the Brasserie de Montbenon restaurant. And there is a third ballad, which is more central, which turns around under the station, and then goes along the lake and come back to the station. And then there are also a text more technical about intervention in the cities by 2 geographers from Geneva. And Jean-Yves Pidou and I, we did the other text. So it's for sale for 20 francs. So if you want to buy, you can buy one. So it will please me. And I have also some postcards. These are free, yeah? You can take them. And you have also behind the two Instagram, the one which is called What Electric. The one with all the boxes we did with the pupils, the apprentice on the cover. And the other one is my own Instagram. So there are also some electric boxes, but other works. I work particularly with the cardboard. I like to recycle. So we have work with pieces made of cardboard. Okay, I think I'm done.
Pascal or Sapin. We'll have like about 10 minutes for Q&A. I personally am interested in how you got started and also where your name maybe came from, the nickname Sapin.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not very original, just because I'm tall. When I was with a group of friends, everybody had a nickname, so they said Grand Sapin. I think I'm not the only Grand Sapin.
The tall pine tree.
Right. When I do the electric box, I sign with the pine tree.
Yeah. Any questions?
It's a bit like co-sprayeur, but
does the geographical location or like the personality of a quartier inform what you put on a box? Because I have noticed when I'm walking.
Well, some people are very interested, but sometimes it's quite rare they say, oh, I don't like that. After I tell them this is not their property, it belongs to the city of Lausanne, so we have the contract to do that. So, but it's quite rare.
Yeah.
But sometimes it can happen that an electric box is almost in the garden of a property. It can happen. So it's very close to people, and they would like to have their opinion and maybe change the project. Sometimes we are okay, and sometimes we don't. The best is to integrate the project with the surrounding. That's always good. So maybe we can check on the site of the Lausanne.
Yeah.
So, well, this wasn't so much. It was almost the first I did. After I tried to every season to put a song which corresponds with the season. Sometimes Janis Joplin or something like that. This is maybe you know it's just nearby the Scottskirk. And 2022. Well, there are too many. Yeah. Another dog or so. Finally, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we had to improvise. So we okay.
Any other questions? Renata?
Just, I understood this is a very Lausanne thing, and you kids are from Lausanne, and the project was commissioned by an institution of the city. But is there no interest of other cities, which I suppose have the same, to replicate these and to make these sort of partnerships?
With other cities, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it could be done, huh? It could be done, but well, I never heard of it. And, once I had a phone from Neuchâtel, and they wanted to do the same, but they just wanted to have some advices and so on. They didn't want to do some change or things like that. And when we go out with the teenagers, we try to find boxes which are not too far because we don't have so much time to do it. So because they move into groups every 2 hours, they change groups, they have like school. But in the afternoon I have a group for 3 hours, so usually we can do 1 box easily, even sometimes 2 boxes. If we have all the stencil ready, we can go quite quickly. So, but now in other cities we did just in Pau there once, which is very close to that. And in Saint-Sulpice also we did some. No, it's mostly Lausanne.
Yeah, thanks. I'm interested because you focus on electric cabinet, but there's so much more infrastructure and the whole fetish with concrete, pure, like naked concrete. So you have a lot of things to paint that should be more creative. What do you think about that?
Yeah, in Switzerland there is not the tradition like in South America or many other countries, but slowly it comes because usually when there are no tags, they let grey and sand like this, like the Swiss way, I would say. When the tags are coming, you have to of course notice the difference. Tags is a signature. It's like a dog who marks his territory. The idea is when you tag is not to do something aesthetic, it's just to put your name, to show you exist, you pass by, and you try to do as more as possible tags of your name, your nickname, as possible. In higher places, really to show that you pass by, you leave your mark. And so the idea is not to just even some they can tag in walking with a big marker, they can do like this, their signature. But the problem is when they get caught, the police takes pictures of all these illegal tags. And if the young boy or girl is caught, after they do 1 click and they have all the name, and if he signs, I don't know, Bobby, so they say, the Bobby, one there. And they check if the proprietor, the owner of the place where the tag is, has a deposit complaint. And after, the young boy can have big fines and to recover the paint again. So I heard of some young teenagers with 50,000 to pay. So it's a bad start in life, I would say. So because now, of course, with the cameras, the CCTV, and so on, it's very dangerous. But you are right. But in some communes, I heard in for the lab, the little train goes to Echelon. They did special, they asked graffiti artists to do a very big painting on the place which was a huge concrete stuff, big wall. So well, it's coming slowly, I would say. But for us, for the teenagers of the comfort, electric boxes is the good size because it's not too big, it's not too difficult to do, and put the stencil. So we are happy with this kind of size, I would say.
Do you have a favorite one?
Favorite one? Well, I like the Los Angeles. I did a few times. I checked, is in a bad shape. I have to add some tags and on it. And after a few years, the color goes away. As we don't have a budget, we don't put special paintings that grips very well. So of course, and when they are facing south with the sun, some of them are quite damaged now. So there's a work to do.
Is your tag on that one? Like the Sapin? Is your tag on that one?
Yes, usually it's quite small. It's a little pine tree somewhere, but maybe it's on the other side. But it's also it's very little one. I put a marker. Or
Oh, like
this one I did for. I forgot.
budget is so limited to kind of crowdfund or crowdsource so that us citizens of Lausanne can support the project, or is it exclusively a City of Lausanne thing?
Yeah, at the moment it's exclusive, but I don't know, it could be, maybe it could be done. Yeah. But
I'm very interested in portrait of my dog in the neighborhood.
We sponsor one.
Well, the guy who had his dog told me that many of the neighbors asked, oh, we want our dogs.
This is not a mural. This is going to end up being a mural. Dogs of Lausanne.
Well, I think the budget, the limited budget, is also one of the reasons that we could carry on this for so many years. Because when we started, at first I only asked even to pay just for the sprays, because one spray that costs only 7 francs. For a box like this, depends how many colors do you have, but if you have like here only three, 4 colors, it costs you only 30 francs of material. So it's the painting is cheap. Well,
No, but I think there would be people willing to collaborate and also in ways that maybe other professionals who could share their experiences and their careers with these kids that maybe don't decide to go for art,
yeah.
but maybe through others they can find inspiration.
Yeah,
and
I once read
collaborate.
a professional, more professional than me, grapher who came and showed them an afternoon because I knew him and asked him to come and show some tricks. We had finally, I did pay him, I think. No budget. Yes?
Talking about budget, where does the money of the book go? Is it going for the project?
No. The money of the books, it goes to the edition. And then I might, if we sell a bit more than we did, I might get some rights, author rights. But no, mainly because it costs a lot. This small book to finalize, it costed 20,000 francs for 1,000 exemplars. Of course, it's in color. You have the pictures and the graphics, impression, and so on. So, yeah, it's difficult. At the moment, we only sold 300 copies, I think, 350. So we need your support.
Can you buy it online as well?
Yes, alors Antipode, yeah, you can order at Edition Antipode, Lausanne. Antipode S at the end. And I don't know if it's really, you can click it online, but at least you can phone them or send them a mail and they send you the copy.
You can buy it in Musée Historique.
Yeah, Lausanne, they read at Fayot, different libraries, and they sell it.
Any other questions?
First of all, the Los Angeles one is also my dad's favorite. He took a picture of it when he came here. And second, I didn't really understand that. So, are you saying that this whole electric boxes is a project from the city of Lausanne, which means that other independent designers or artists cannot propose themselves to also?
Yeah, I think they can propose that. They can propose because they are in the rubric with the freelance graffiti. There are many different artists.
Okay.
I don't know all of them, the most part, but usually there is a service de la jeunesse, a youth service. They have maybe people ask for a wall because they want to paint a wall, so they give them addresses and after they can do the job.
So who do you exactly go to ask permission to paint on electric boxes? Like if I'm interested Like who do I meet, like, or which building or which office do I go to?
Well, you have to ask the service industriel.